We're talking about a company's strategic intent and specifically a company's mission, its purpose, its why, so to speak. And in our last segment, I explained what mission was. We talked a little bit about what the criteria for mission is, why it's so important, shared several examples. In this segment, I'd like to just give you an example of a company and how they went about understanding their mission, their why. So this was one of my Vistage members a number of years ago, and his name was Jay, and his company owned a ground beef packaging company. They put together ground beef patties, hamburger patties, thousands of hamburger patties every day from a facility here in Atlanta, a manufacturing facility. This was a third generation business. Jay was third generation owner of the company. And I remember his Vistage group, we had a speaker that talked about the importance of mission and purpose. And not long after that, I met with Jay in a one-to-one meeting. And I asked him, I said, Jay, I don't remember you ever talking about a company mission statement. Jay looked at me, kind of snarled a little bit and said, please, we make hamburger patties. What could possibly be meaningful, heroic about making hamburger patties? I said, I understand. I get it. I said, and then I asked him a question. I said, have you ever actually witnessed someone, like in a restaurant, eating one of your hamburger patties? And again, he looked at me and he said, Tim, that sounds like stalking. Sitting in a restaurant looking at someone eating one of our burgers. He said, I'm sure I've been in a restaurant when that's happened, but not intentionally. I said, okay, I understand. Well, I met with Jay again a month later, and here is the story he shared with me. Something I said must have resonated, because he said he took a small group of his employees, the ones assembling the hamburger patties, on a Saturday. He put them into a van and they went to a local restaurant here in Atlanta. It's called the Varsity. Some of you maybe have been there. It's in downtown Atlanta, right across from Georgia Tech University. Been around forever. Big facility, hamburgers, hot dogs, chili, shakes, sodas. Always very busy. It's a tourist attraction of sort here in Atlanta. So Jay took a couple, and they're one of Jay's customers. They provide the Varsity with their meat products, their beef products. So he put them in the van. They went there on a Saturday, and here's what he shared. He said, number one, he said the place was jam-packed, people everywhere. He said we ended up having to stand the entire time we were there. There was no room at a table. He said, second, it appeared to us as we looked at all the people sitting at tables of 4, 6, 8, 10, that at every table there was a family of 2 or 4 or 6 kids, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, families coming together on this Saturday everywhere. Next, he said, upon further examination, at each table there was a family, and he said it appeared that they were all celebrating something at every table. This table was a birthday, this table an anniversary, over here was a graduation, over here was a table and a small young man in his baseball uniform still holding his bat, maybe his first hit, his first game-winning home run. They were celebrating something. So families, each table celebrating something. And Jay said it was in that moment that for the first time it crystallized in his head what his business was all about, why they existed. He said, it occurred to me that in some small way, in some small fashion, we help bring these families together for special occasions. We help bring families together for special occasions. He said that became our mission statement upon this experience of seeing all these families together celebrating. That became our mission statement. We help bring families together for special occasions. What a powerful statement. So I visited his facility not too long after that, and I always enjoyed visiting this. It was a big facility and watching them putting together hamburger patties for these different restaurants. And when I was there, and this facility has been around for decades, when I would go there, I'd always admire the pictures on the walls. There were pictures everywhere of two things: pictures of cows and burgers everywhere, in the office, in the manufacturing area, the storage area. Pictures of hamburgers and cows everywhere. Well, when I visited there this next time, those pictures have been replaced. They've been taken down, and there were new pictures in their place throughout the facility. You can guess what those pictures were of. Pictures of families coming together for special occasions. Pictures of families coming together for special occasions. And I can't help but think about those employees, the ones working on the assembly line, making thousands of burger patties every day. What's going through their head now with this new mission statement? Well, previously, what were they thinking as they were assembling these burgers? They were thinking about, man, this is not easy work, and how many more do I have to go? What's for lunch? What time am I getting off tonight? What are the kids doing? My mind's all over the place as I'm doing my work that day. What about today? Now I've got a deeper, more meaningful sense of my work. These families coming together for special occasions, maybe enjoying this burger. And I can't help but think that that work has now taken on a whole different and higher level of importance for each and every employee. Because now they're not just making hamburger patties in a small way, they're now helping to bring together these families for special occasions. What is it that your company's doing that's heroic, that's special, that's meaningful? What's your mission statement?